everyone and welcome to my channel. Today's video is going to be a bit different from anything that I've done in the past, and I know that I generally say that a lot about my videos, but this time I really mean it. Because today's video is actually a sort of video diary to myself 10 years in the future. I recently watched one of my favorite YouTubers, Shovel or Shelby Grace, do this video. She had created a video 10 years ago for herself 10 years in the future to watch, talking about things that she hopes she's accomplished, things that she thinks she's doing with her life now. And I feel like we don't really see a lot of those videos being made anymore. We obviously see a lot of people like reacting to their old videos because now it has been 10 years or whatever allotted time that person decided to make it for. But I feel like people don't really make time capsule videos, if you will, anymore. So I kind of wanted to give it a go and see what it would be like. I'm recording this video on July 23rd, 2025, but the video will actually be posted on July 27th of 2025. So that general time frame, I guess, is when I can watch this video again. The first thing I wanted to do is kind of go over what my social media looks like right now, and then compare that obviously to what my future social media looks like. So as of right now on YouTube, I have 150 subscribers. My biggest video is I swapped my screen time for reading again, and it has 50 likes and 646 views. On Instagram, I have 88 followers. My biggest post is a photo dump I posted in July of 2024, and it has 36 likes. On TikTok, I have 1,763 followers, and my biggest video is me talking about my experience with the Macbeth curse during my high school theater, and it has 381,000 likes and 2.6 million views. On Pinterest, I have 81 followers, and I actually don't think that anyone follows any of my boards or has saved any of the pins I've created, so moving on. And lastly, on Spotify, I have 40 followers, and my most saved playlist is a playlist called For the Sunshine Girls, and it has 61 saves. Hopefully future me will have compared all those numbers, maybe have gone back and like looked at those specific posts and see if they've grown any more, and then like compared them to my most popular stuff now. I'm sure, or at least I'm kind of hoping that it will be a little bit different. Next, I want to talk about where I think I'll be in 10 years. The first thing that I put on my list of where I hope I'll be in 10 years is in my own place. I want so desperately to have my own apartment or my own home, and I would love to own it. Right now, with this economy, I don't know how realistic that is. Maybe it'll be better in 10 years from now, but I don't know if that's something that will be in the cards for me anytime soon, but I am hoping that I will be able to get there eventually. Another thing that I think some people will be shocked by, and who knows, my mind might have changed in 10 years, but I honestly don't think that I will be in a relationship or be married at all. If I am, that's cool, that's great. But as of right now, I'm not really interested in dating or like romantic relationships. And I know some people might see that as like sad and depressing, but like I genuinely don't seek that kind of stuff out, and I don't really care for it that much. So it's not something that I'm like sad about not having. I'm like honestly indifferent. Oh my gosh, this one makes me so happy. I will be an aunt of at least 2 boys whose birthdays, 10th birthdays, will actually be coming up in a couple of months. I have a feeling I will be an aunt to more than just 2 kids, but as of right now, it will be 2 healthy, almost 10-year-old boys. This one was actually added very recently, and I have no reason to like actually believe this, but for some reason, I think I'll have a podcast. I don't really know what it would be about or if I would like have it with another person, but there's just like, I have a gut feeling that I will have a podcast in the future. So I'm kind of curious to see if I'll be right about that. And lastly, a part of me thinks that I will have moved out of the state that I currently live in. Like I expressed earlier, I definitely want to move out of my parents' house eventually, but a small part of me thinks that I will also have moved out of my home state, which, if you don't know, is North Carolina. I don't really know where I'd move to, if I'd move like far away or just like a neighboring state. I don't know, a part of me thinks that that might end up happening. I haven't really thought about it a lot, but it kind of intrigues me, but also kind of freaks me out. So I guess we'll see in 10 years. Now, for the fun part, I am going to list a bunch of small, more like wishful thinking things that I'll hope to have accomplished in 10 years. Number 1 on my list is to travel more. I have been to a couple of places before, but I've never traveled like by myself or without someone else making the itinerary. So I think that is something that I would genuinely love to start doing. There are 3 specific spots that I really want to visit, and they're all drastically different, so hear me out. 1 is I really want to go to Oregon in the US. I have no real specific reason other than I know that the coast is beautiful. It's like a beach town, but also in the mountains, and I'm so intrigued by that. I want to see the West Coast so bad, and I feel like Oregon would be the perfect place for me to start. I also really want to go to Bali, Indonesia. I have seen a couple of my favorite content creators go and visit there, and it just looks so beautiful, and everything is really cheap, so you can like really have a fun experience on a budget, and I just really, really want to go at least once. And lastly, I want to go to Switzerland so bad because the mountains over there just look absolutely beautiful. A part of me wants to go in the winter, but honestly, I don't really do very well in the cold, so maybe in like the fall or autumn or something along those lines. One of the like cooler seasons though, for sure. Next up on my list is I want to go to VidCon. As a longtime fangirl and like lover of YouTube, VidCon has been such an amazing concept to me, and I would love to go. Not just as a fan, though honestly would love to go just as a fan. I think it would be really cool if one day I got to be like a featured creator at VidCon. That would be such a dream come true. Next, I hope that I have a couple of content creator friends. I will be the first to admit I'm not generally very good at like reaching out to people online, and when people do reach out to me, I am not very good at like reciprocating energy. I think it's just like the long ingrained thought of like strangers on the internet are bad. But I want to not only get over that, but actually make connections with people online and maybe make content with them, visit them wherever they live. Like, just want to make those kind of connections in this industry, if you will. Next, I want to become much more consistent with posting on all of my platforms. As of right now, I post every Sunday on YouTube, but all of my other social medias generally get kind of like rejected and low-key a little bit forgotten about. Every once in a while, I will remember that my TikTok exists and that I can use that to like grow my accounts and stuff. And I'll do it for like a couple of days straight, and then I'll just completely forget about it again for like another month. So I hope that in 10 years from now, I will be more consistent with like uploading to all of my social medias. Next, I want to have cats. Yes, plural. It's my dream actually to have a bunch of like boy cats and have them have really like eloquent or like fancy names. That's the dream. I would love to just like have a cat because it's been so long since I've had one. I had one when I was a little kid and unfortunately it died before I went into middle school, but I just want a cat so bad. I miss having one. And don't get me wrong, I love my dog. I do. I love my dog. But cats are just so precious. I love cats. I really do. Next, I hope that I will have seen at least one of my favorite pop girlies live. Some of my favorite pop girlies include Taylor Swift and Sabrina Carpenter. There are so many other artists that I could name, but like, at least as of right now, those two are like at the top of my list for sure. But I also just want to go to more concerts in general, so throwing that out there as well. This is a kind of random one, but I hope that I will have been on at least one red carpet of some sort. I'm thinking probably like a red carpet for a TV show or a movie or something along those lines. Not even necessarily that I'm in, but maybe as someone that was invited to the premiere of the movie and got to walk the red carpet. I think that would be so cool, and I've always thought that that looked so interesting and honestly a little scary, but like so fun. Next, I want to have at least 3 tattoos. I think, or at least I hope, that I will have far succeeded just 3, but 3 minimum for sure. I literally have like an entire list in my notes app and an entire board on Pinterest dedicated to like tattoos that I want or like the vibes of tattoos that I want, and I just need to commit to it. I truthfully do. Like, I just want to get one already because I've been wanting one for like 3 years and I just haven't done it, and I should. Next, I have that I will maybe have someone that helps me edit my videos. I know I'm not the first YouTuber, and I definitely will not be the last, whose least favorite part of making YouTube content is the editing. It just takes a lot of time and energy for me, and in total transparency, I use my iPad to edit my videos. I don't use a computer or any like really high-tech software. So I think it would be really cool if I could not only have someone edit videos for me that like does it professionally, but also just like have a better quality of videos, I guess. And the last thing that I have written down on my list is that I hope I will be living an authentic life. Sometimes I feel like I'm kind of hiding parts of myself or maybe over exaggerating certain parts of myself that aren't necessarily true and authentic to who I am. And for my sake, I won't go into very specific details, but I think future me will know what I'm talking about. So I just hope that I'm at a place in my life where I can be myself authentically and have people in my life that will support me in that and not have a lot of negative energy when it comes to those types of things. And that is actually all that I have on my list. So I guess I will see myself in 10 years. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!